Today we're going to be learning about histograms. Now they're going to look a lot like bar graphs, but they are different. So a histogram is a type of bar graph used to display numerical data that have been organized into equal intervals. These intervals show the frequency distribution of the data, or what's also known as how many pieces of data are in each interval. All right, so this is a histogram. And when we're talking about a histogram, it does look a lot like a bar graph because it has bars, but there's no space between the bars. They set right next to each other. Because all the intervals are equals, all the bars will have the same width, and the intervals here that have a frequency of 0 have a bar height of 0. So this is the height of the bars. This is the intervals. They're equal intervals. Notice that 25 to 49.99, here's 50. So these are right after each other. You can't do till 50 and then have 50 here because then you would have double things. So let's look at our first question. How many remote control airplanes cost at least $100? So, can it cost $100? Yes, it can. It has to cost at least $100. So, 100, and then it has to be greater than or equal to 100. So, we're looking for values that would fit this inequality here. And when we do that, we notice that we have to look from here on toward the right. So what this tells me is when I look in this one, there's 2, this one has 0, and that one has 1. So 2 plus 1 equals 3. So there are 3 planes that cost at least $100. And that at least tells us that it can be $100. That's the minimum it can be. It can be more, but it has to be at least $100. So that's why we have the greater than or equal to. So when we look at this next one, it says how many planes cost less than $75? Does it include $75? No. Okay, because 75 is not less than 75. So our inequality here would look like this. So we have to find this. Here's $75. So I want this information to the left of it. This one has 9. And this one has 7. So what is 9 plus 7? It's called get your pen. All right. There we go. 7. That is 16. So 16 planes cost less than $75. So setting up these inequalities helps you know which pieces to look at. So let's try it one more time. Refer to the histogram shown. How many dogs in the class weigh more than 20 pounds? Can it weigh 20 pounds? So that's what you have to decide. What sign is going to go there? What inequality is going to be there? More than 20 pounds. That means it has to be greater than 20 pounds. It cannot be equal. Greater than or equal to. It has to be more than. So that helps us see that we need to go from, there's 20. This one starts at 21. We need to go this way. So we need to add up our numbers. That one is 7. Then we have 3. And then we have 1. So we have 11. So let's write our sentence. 11 dogs weigh more than what? 20 pounds. Here's a star problem for you. A choir director has made a histogram showing the ages of the members of the choir. So always read your graphic. The title is Ages of Choir Members. We have our ages along the x-axis and number of members along the y, and I see they're going in 5 increments of 5. So once you read the graphic, when you have an ABCD test, you always read the ABCD. Which statement about the data in the histogram must be true? More than half the members are from 46 to 73 years old. There are more men than women in the choir. The choir has a total of 100 members. Exactly 20 members are less than 32 years old. So just by reading the chart and the questions, I can already get rid of one of them, and that would be B. Because there's no gender in this chart. So if I read my chart, I've already just eliminated one of my choices. So let's look at the other ones. A says more than half of the members are from 46 to 73 years old. So I just have to add up those numbers and see how many members that is. In this first column, I have 30. The next one has 0. Then I have 5. And then I have 15. So when I add that up, I get 50 that are over 46 to 73. Well, that's a decent amount of numbers, but I have to know what my other half is. I don't have my total yet. So now I need to add up the other half here. So I have 15 and 20 and 5 and 10. And so that adds up the lower part. And when I get that, I find that I have 50 also. So more than half is over in this age group, and that is not true. Exactly half is, but not more than half. The choir has a total of 100 members. Well, that looks pretty true, because if I add 50 plus 50, what do I get? I get 100. We like that one. But let's check this one. It says exactly 20 members, that exactly, are less than 32 years old. So that means that from here, that must be 20 members. So we have 20 and 15, we have 35. So that is not true. So C is our answer.